What is up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about Pippy Ads. This is a software that I was just turned on to. They're running a huge flash sale for the holidays, so I kind of want to get a video out there before that ends. It ends Q4, so if you're watching this after that, sorry, they might still have a discount. I'll put a link down below to the latest discount. It's probably not going to be as big as 50%, but it's something. Let's talk about Pippy Ads. So it started out kind of as just a TikTok ads tool. And I had heard about Pippy Ads and I just thought it was TikTok. It's a lot more than TikTok. I was using Calidata and Fastmoss for my TikTok analytics and all that stuff. But this also does Facebook ads and it has a ton of different functionality, almost too much. So I'm going to go through some of it so you can see which ones are worth focusing on first and which ones maybe you can come back to later. I do recommend everybody starts a trial. You can come in here and play around with it, see if it's for you. A surplus of functions, but I'm going to show you the core ones that I want you to be aware of, and then you can make a decision if it's for you or not. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first and biggest feature that I want to show you is the ad search. So we come in here and we have the option to do the ad spy, the ad library, advertiser, ad tracker, influencers, or find similar image. So one of the big things I've learned in marketing in general is reverse engineering what's already working. So if you see an ad and it made you buy, a lot of the times I'll ask myself, hey, what was it that made me buy? Is there a way that I could use that same concept or that same style in my niche, right? It doesn't have to be something in your niche, which is what I like about Pippy Ads, is it lets you see all different niches, all different types of ads. So you can kind of leverage those as inspiration for your own, whether it's TikTok or Facebook. Let's go in here and jump into the ad spy module. And you'll see a lot. Like I said, it's actually a little bit overwhelming, which is good. You want to have the functionality to do as much as you want, right? More filters is better. You just need to know which ones to pay attention to and which ones you can safely ignore. So from inside of here, we're going to keep it on both. Actually, you know what? Let's focus on just Facebook for now. I'm much more of a Facebook ads guy than a TikTok ads. Both are great, but Facebook's kind of my bread and butter. Let's click on segmented search. When enabled, shark shoes split into shark and shoes is their example. So let's do a keyword here. Let's see what sorts of things that we could find here. Let's find notebooks. See if we can get some ads for some type of notebook. Okay, and then we can see the important stuff here is impressions, days, and likes. So one of the indicators that an ad is working is a long period of days. People don't run ads to things that aren't making money, right? A lot of impressions over a lot of days is a good sign that that ad is converting, or at least is close to it. Unless someone is a lunatic, they're not going to keep running ads to things that don't make money. Okay, so that's a good indicator that that might be a good one. So we can do other stuff too. We can check out this brand. We can add this to our collection so we can save it later. And then you have all of these different AI tools where you can actually do video text removal. It's, like I said, it's so much. You will need the better part of an afternoon to really familiarize yourself with it. But there's also enough features that you can get started right away without, feeling like you're missing out. So let's go ahead and click on shop now and see what the actual ad is. We can download the data. We can download the video or image. And you can even open up Facebook and see the exact post. Then we can see estimated ad cost, estimated orders. And you can see the e-com platform. They're using Shopify. And then you can see the final URL, which actually takes to the landing page, right? So if you were in the notebook space, this would be a great way for you to start seeing ads, right? If you were to go to Facebook and just type in notebook, you would eventually see some, but you wouldn't see the type of insights like how many days has this been running, right? You wouldn't be able to see these deep things and you wouldn't be able to collect it and save it. So I recommend hoarding successful ads and adverts and campaigns and placements, put them somewhere safe, and then use those as a learning unit for your own ads, even if they're not in the same niche. Let's do another product here. Let's go through here and maybe change a few things up. Let's check out app category. let's do business. And then let's just keep it really vague. Let's just do credit card. Let's see if anyone's running anything with credit card affiliates, which are awesome affiliate programs if you can get in. So then you've got the big hitters, the TD Ameritrades, Tippy Digest, no credit, doesn't matter, need a credit card urgently. So a lot of these are pretty scammy. But again, when it comes down to getting the best out of these, you want to have those filters. And one of the filters that they have that I really like is the winning products filter. So this is going to show you the ones that are actually running long term, getting good engagement, and estimated to be making conversions. Okay. And again, we can do it. We can change it to TikTok. Let's change it to TikTok and actually check for, we'll just keep the same filters. Let's just see what's going on here. And you can also filter by things like total ad spend, estimated conversions. Let's see what that looks like. So just so much data. 2.2 billion impressions, 2.1 million likes. And okay, so that's TikTok creators, so that one could be ignored. But if you want to find an actual brand, ChatGPT, also so you see that those are coming in different languages, you can add a filter to make sure that it is only English or whatever your main language that you are targeting is speaking. Okay, so that is the Ad Spy. Very cool. There's similar tools that I've used over the years, mostly for like native ads that do this, but this is a really high level. So it also shows things like, I like this, like started within the last 6 months. So you can start to see the ones that are a little bit older. Like, again, longevity shows that there's some profitability there. And you can also import a storefront. So like, let's say if there's a brand that you want to track, you can paste that in here and that's going to actually track all of their new and existing ads. So you can see what they're running right as they're running it. Pretty cool. Advertisers accounts, same thing. And then you can come into e-commerce. I love this feature. You can go into library product and you can find specific products and then see what ads are being ran to those specifically. So let's say that I also sell maternity wear like this. I can come in here and check this specific product and see all of the ads and ad sets that they're running for all of them. This one doesn't have a lot of history. So this one's brand new. So that one's not going to be a winner. Well, it might be, but that's not going to be one that we can really get a lot of insights from. So what we're going to do is come to ad runtime. Let's do minimum 30. So that is days. Okay, so these ones have been running for 30 days. And I also didn't put anything into the keyword. So this is just all types of products. Like let's say you don't care what you're promoting. This is how you could go through here and search. And you can see the more serious brands, if someone has 22 ads created and 23 ad sets and they've spent $109,000, I'm sorry, 109.6 thousand reach, $2,200 in spend, it's a good indicator that they're serious, right? And we can also see which platforms they're running on, how they're doing it. They're running on Threads, Instagram, Facebook. Very, very cool. And then if we want, we can click again, you can expand on the product and you can actually see the product link. So you can go to the page and then you can come here and see all of their different ad sets. And then if this is a longer lasting product, you can see which ones are staying and which ones have left. The ones that are staying are the ones that you should, say it with me, emulate. All right. And I want to backtrack just a little bit. I forgot one feature I wanted to show you. In the ad tracker, if you're tracking a site, it'll actually let you set alerts for notifications for how often, if they do something new, you can get an alert for it. New ad alert, notify within 30 minutes, new ad product alert, and you can see daily summaries. So you can really spy on all of your competitors or people that just create products that you can, kind of replicate their marketing strategies, right? Very cool. All right. All right, now let's move over to the AI tools. So much stuff here. Honestly, a lot of these things I already have in other tools. That doesn't mean that they're not super valuable and nice to have in here. Just little stuff like image translation. You can take an ad that you made for one market that speaks, Mandarin Chinese, and then you can convert it easily into English or vice versa. Text removal. Let's say you have a whole bunch of ads that you've made. You want to test with or without text. You can come in here and do that. Video transcription generator. Again, you can even do video text removal. So if you have subtitles on there that you want to burn off, you can. These are all just really cool features that I don't think they had to do to make a good ad tracking tool, but it's nice that they did. Very cool. And one of the things that you can do also is a image reverse search. So you can actually upload an existing ad that someone else made, and then you can find visually similar ads. Very cool. So video text to speech generator, you can upload either with the video link or the actual MP4 or whatever the file type is, and then it will translate for you. Works really well. Okay, again, speech translator, AI video transcript generator. Very cool product. And guys, I just barely scratched the surface. Like we just barely talked about everything. Find similar by image. This is what I was talking about. Let's go on Facebook and you can take, like, let's take a screenshot of this. Not that this is one that I would do, but just to kind of show you. Let's go ahead and I will drag that here. If I wanted to come and find visually similar, I can do that. I can just drag this. And it's going to find visually similar ones based off of the AI matches. Very cool tool. It is, just super useful, super awesome to check out. I highly recommend, if you're interested, jump on it now because they are doing that huge discount. 50% off is wild. It's already pretty fairly priced, I think. Great tool. Check it out. Pippy Ads. Also, if you enjoyed this video and you like more unbiased product reviews, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, ask me a question. I love to hear from you guys. I'll see you in the next video.